But here we are, blueprints. We crowned ourselves the prince yesterday. We're on day 72. And we have a few more things I know for sure we can do. And I don't know what that means for our long-term goals in this game, because I know there's other stuff you can do. We have the scepter we can play with. We have the king chess ability to play with. So we definitely have some goals for today. Why would I put water near electricity? Because I need to hydrate. Gotta stay hydrated, everybody. Alright, so I think our first goal today is I want to... we haven't done the dead ends thing, but what I really want to do is I want to find out what happens when we get the wind-up keys and take them down to that room down underneath. So we need to, I want to do what we tried to do yesterday at the end of the stream, which we didn't do, which was just draft boiler room and get down there. So all right, so hopefully we can actually get boiler room today, which we couldn't get yesterday on the last run for whatever reason. Let's see. I wonder if there's a random book here that will have clues about nuance, because we are still missing one inner sanctum thing as well, and I think it's nuance. I know we've looked at Drafting Strategy Volume 5. I wonder if I never did look all the way through Volume 4 and 3, but let's look at, we'll check that one out, I guess. Alright, hopefully we can find boiler room today. Well, this is not a great start. Are we getting trophies for blue tents? If we can do, yes, I do want to do that. I think I only need one more trophy. So, I'm hoping we can get the dead end trophy today. That is one of my goals for today. Dead end trophy, finishing inner sanctum keys. Seeing what happens behind the blueprint's door. Okay. Alright, Miao Zedong just turned into... Who's that British naturalist guy?
Here we can observe the streamer in his natural environment, taking a deep dive into a character not quite fully understood. Nevertheless, this particular streamer has an uncanny ability to forage for more salt than any other streamer in this particular region of the web. Let us observe his behavior.
What's that guy's name? I forget that guy's name, but well done, yeah, well done. There might be something in History of Orinda about nuance, but you're not sure. I looked through the history thing, and there might be, but I'm pretty sure the history thing, make sure there's not just a key or anything in here. Pretty sure the history thing, all it mentions about nuance is that they helped Orinda in their fight, which might be a clue. It might be the clue that nuance is militaristic, and I might need to use that, but we'll find out. Man, do I just do breaker box? So if I get security, then I can get through the security things. Gymnasium off, garage on. Baseball, volleyball, golf are the type B sports. Football, basketball are the type A sports. Okay. David Attenborough, that's his name. Thank you. David Attenborough. That's the what I was going for there. That is Sir David Attenborough. Sorry, I wouldn't want to insult him by not using his sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think if we do one more trophy, we will get blue tents. And if I get the 8 realm sigils, if I win the drafting strategy sweepstakes, oh wow, get to room 46 in under an hour. Oh, that's something we could potentially do too, if I ever tried to rush it. Helpful job there, Randy. That was exactly the way Meow meant this to be conveyed. Alright, I'm glad I could help you out there. Alright, so if we do this, we can get our key. Get one of this key we want to get. Now we just need boiler room. We can get boiler room. We can see what happens. Okay, this will let me get through security rooms. That's good. No fisheye trophy. I don't know what that means. There's a bullseye trophy and no eagle's eye. Oh, that was a reference to that. Okay. This. Turn this high because they're all going to be unlocked now. See if we can get a good experiment going on. Probably easier to solve 40 parlors or 40 dartboards rather than the 46 under an hour. Is 46 under an hour really hard? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, it's in-game hour, isn't it? I was thinking it was real world hour. Because under an hour is like, what, 7.5 minutes in game or something. Yeah, that would be pretty tough. Never mind. Okay. Experiment setup. Trash hole digging, bypass security door. This. Key for every 2 hallways. Set my steps to 40. Let's get some dice. Dice could be good. This might actually get me to find our boiler room as well. Just tunnel to the antechamber. Game so easy, lol. Yeah. Yeah, the problem with that is that you have to actually get the door open somehow too, so maybe you get some side rooms to do that or something. Okay, that doesn't cut off the top because we have that to go. I don't have any gems for that. Let's do this, see what items we get. A dice and a gem. Alright. I'm going to be going to a security room. I'm going to be walking through a security door, which will get my dice to 2, so I can use this reroll if I need it. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. I want to go in here. Alright, we get shovel and hammer. Shovel and hammer. Single thing. Nice. Very nice. Do I want the compass? Sure. Okay. Alright, boiler room, boiler room. Boil my face. Fisheye would be a lens for photographing. Not sure what fisheye trophy would be, but since Meow started to say animal eyes, you wanted to add one of your own. Well done, well done. Do I want to do the shovel plus the detector? Means when we dig, we're more likely to get keys and coins. I don't want dowsing rod. I do want shovel detector, I think, yeah. That does seem like a quick way, potentially, you could get to the antechamber really fast, is tunnel to it. But I feel like if you went tunnel straight up there, your problem would be is if you did that without any keys or anything, you'd get stuck on, like, this door or something. So, probably is a downside to that. You probably would need to get, maybe do the thing where you start with the security key and do a tomorrow room that gives you extra keys or something. Ooh, I can just get the coat check. Yeah, let's get our telescope. Telescope planetarium. Be a goal for today. I think we're only missing one permanent upgrade, if I remember correctly. Everyone always leaves their tools behind. What does that mean? Chamber of Mirrors. It's not really gonna work here. Let's do a redraw. I have hammer for this. I want this, but I kind of need gems and keys or I'm gonna get stuck, so let's go ahead and do this. There's some gems, very nice. I left my detector shovel on it. Did I really? Oh, Jesus. That's so dumb that You make it and you just set it there. I guess they really want to give you the description. I kind of wish there was a mod that makes it so that when you pick things up, you don't have to look at the stupid description every single time. It takes up so much time of just sitting there waiting for that to pop every time. Alright, so here is this. We've already done that, so I don't really need it, but it gives me a good number of doors, so. I'm gonna say that if you're even curious about furries, no, it's not something I'm not really interested in that. I'm not gonna judge anybody for it, but it's not something I'm really interested in. That's the first obtuse thing of the day, huh? Okay. Okay. Good. I appreciate it though, Halcyon. It's just not something I'm... It's like, I don't know. Ice skating. I'm not really into it. People enjoy it, that's cool. It's not really something I'm into, so... Showroom. Chapel Den. Let's go Den. All I've ever heard is furries have a bad rep. You don't know why, and you're not here for the drama, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't want to get into too much of anything because there's always political ramifications for certain things, but you know, that's why we don't talk about political stuff in here. Do I have the thing? I don't. Oh god, they're doing yard work literally right outside my window. I'm sure you all can hear that. Okay, this higher chance of keys and coins. We found a nail. Thought the game music was somehow skipping. No, it's... At least I hope it's not. It's probably you hearing... lawnmower or leaf blower or whatever the hell's going on out there really loudly. Live and let live is the only rule to live by. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I still have not found Boiler Room, and that is my main goal of the day. If we just find Boiler Room. Remember when we got on the big discussion regarding gas power versus electric leaf blowers? I do remember that. I do. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get Planetarium. Because this is going to let us telescope. And what do we get? Is this the last permanent upgrade for Planetarium? Dowager the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each Planetarium will contain one trunk. Alright. So one dirt pile, one apple, one dice, and one trunk. Is that the final upgrade there? You smoke the devil's lettuce, but you won't force others to partake. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like, I don't care if other people do it, but it's not something I'm really into, so. There's one more upgrade? Okay. I do not want to lose half my steps. Let's go and do a redraw. Alright, courtyard's nice. Could do lost and found. I don't really want to lose any of my items currently. Is it really a discussion? Gas powered is just bad. I don't know. Maybe gas powered are cheaper and that's why so many people use them. I'm pretty sure I told a story about this one composer that had a story about gas powered versus electric thingamajiggers. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use my rerolls. So I really want Boiler Room. Oh, Boiler Room. Alright. The reason I did that is because I'm gonna get 2 dice back by doing this. Apparently I don't get them until... until after we bypass the door, I guess. Yeah. And if I dig here, that doesn't open the antechamber door, does it? No, no, it's a switch, not a key thingy. Okay, well that makes our, we can go get our dinner at any point. Where's my frickin' boiler room, man? 2 runs in a row where I can't find frickin' boiler room. You know what? I didn't turn on my royal scepter, though. No, I didn't turn on my banner of the king. Let's turn it blue. Double up on blue. Maybe that will help me find boiler room. Pump room. Did I didn't get pool to get? No, pump room is available because of that, but it's not the other one. Okay. Cheap does not necessarily mean good, I know, but it does mean cheap. So, Randy, poke your neck out the window and tell them to get off your grass. No thanks. They're just doing their job. The scepter is always the color it is until you lose it and get it again, as far as I understand, Gunther. I can use any scepter now? How? Pretty sure I have to lose it and get it again. So... you have to lose it to change it, yeah. Okay. Boiler room does not exist, I swear. Alright, if I camp out there today, I'll have a key card to start, so that's nice. Gems, a key, or... I'll always draw a library. I don't want library. Let's just do that, I guess. Go grab our gems. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and do our observatory. We can use our telescope after we do this and get double observatory stuff, I believe. Lose 3 steps for each ray. Oh, that's bad. Okay, well I got steps back. Oh crap. And if I do this again, do I lose all of my steps? If I do telescope. Yeah, but I can't get my 3 steps there, so don't click on that. Oh my gosh. Can I get to dining room in time? I think our day is about to end. Yikes. Is that the one that lets us do our rerolls as well that does that? Because that's kind of bad. I wonder if there's any like food or anything getting here. I mean, we got keys and gems for days, but hopefully we can get something in here to help with some steps. Inkwell's the rerolls. Okay, so I should only click on that if I don't mind losing a crap ton of steps to get a ton of... I think it's gems and keys we get from that, but holy crap. Well, I think that just ruined our day. Okay. I wonder if I keep adding words if it eventually will say lose steps but then gain steps or something, because that's rough. That's rough. You could pull it early. Yeah, I guess if you pull it on earlier in the day, it's only like 3 steps on rank 1. That's probably what you're supposed to do, is get observatory as on the lowest rank possible. All right, 10. Yellow is minus. 10 minus 3 is 7. Oh, interesting. Negative 10 times 2 is negative 20. Plus 20 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. Negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10. Oh my gosh. Negative 10 plus 13 is positive 3. Times 2 is 6. Minus 4 is 2. Okay, good. We got to do these things, if nothing else, for the trophy as well. I think we're at like 28 of 50 of those puzzles or something, so... I need something to get us steps here. Maybe I just get mailroom and set up for tomorrow. I'm not going to give up yet. Maybe we can draft kitchen. Is that the one kitchen that gives us a bunch of food? Oh, gosh. Alright, I think I just do mailroom and call it a day. This is not what I was hoping for. Let's end in the blue room so we get our royal scepter back. Because I do want blue rooms. Because... whatchamacallit room is a blue room. The boiler room that I still haven't pulled these last 2 days. Alright, call it a day. Not a great start for the day. Okay, Royal Hunting Lodge of tomorrow. Yes, we had 4 tomorrow rooms. Very nice. Oh, but I didn't check my telescope. I couldn't. I didn't have steps. So I lost my telescope. That sucks. Fine, it's fine. But I didn't even draft an outdoor room that run, did I? I don't think I did. Do I still have Blessing? No, I don't have Blessing of the Monk because the curse took away our Blessing of the Monk, so... Getting Blessing of the Monk set up wouldn't be bad either, I think. Alright, so let's go. Do our outdoor room. Because if I got shelter, that could be very nice to draft weight room and not have the downside for it. Or shrine to get Blessing of the Monk going. Either of those could be useful. Tomb. Let's just go tomb, I guess. I think there's some other puzzle with angels and their names I need to do too. I'm not sure what that puzzle is. Trading post, we could trade away our 3 chips and see what happens. Our 3 chips. Oh. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Can you trade those away and get them back the next day? Is it like free trades? Because that seems pretty awesome. Works that way. Alright, let's turn on our king for blue. All I'm caring about is getting boiler room. I believe Choppy Doodle said that you can trade them away and get them back every day. Okay, that is pretty cool. Conservatory. Can I make boiler room more likely? Ooh, I can make observatory more likely if it's not already. Nice! Commonplace. We want that instantly every time. Great Hall. I think I'm fine with unusual, although it does have one of the antechamber doors. That's fine. Solarium. It's a dead end. I'm gonna put that in unusual because I'm basically making all the things I want to see commonplace or standard. So I don't really want that to be commonplace anymore, I don't think. I wonder if you can check wind-up key and then get 3 wind-up keys for the final room. I would guess that if you check wind-up key, it won't be in the funeral parlor, but that's an interesting idea, for sure. We'll get there eventually. Have we checked the staff announcements recently? No, I haven't. Next computer, I'll try to remember to do that. I do need a shovel. You've dug up wind-up keys before with a jackhammer? You definitely can have multiple. Okay, alright. Okay, we got plenty of gems. Okay, let's do this. Keycard system first. Load a start. Unlocked. Log into network. Staff services, staff announcements. Simon, now that you have a satellite connection, you should be able to connect to Synca. We did that, I think. Innovative experiments. Simon, I was having lunch the other day with Hartley Ruota, who was your uncle's valet and has been on the estate longer than anyone else. He told me that if you call it a day in some bedrooms, there are beneficial effects. Assume his own room might be among that number. Sounds like it might be worth checking out. So yes, that is that's what we learned from the diary. Yes, I've heard her ladyship talk about this as well when she was still with us, so I can confirm that there's some validity in it. And it's not just another case of Harley rambling on, or maybe it could be both. A few nights ago, I saw Florealis in the sky, which is incredibly auspicious, since tomorrow marks the beginning of Morajai's winter harvest and the celebration of the third paragon, Rinna. The farmers of Morajai always refer to the angels by their natural order, a preference Herbert adopted in his final years after his trip there. So there's an order of the angels, although we kind of know that, we probably know that from the chapel because they're numbered, right? So I have the pictures of them in order, I just don't know their names yet. Simon, remind me when I come back to work to create you a Blackbridge admin key, as you are obviously very technically proficient, perhaps even more so than most of my staff here. Funnily enough, following our format, the name of your admin key would theoretically be Joan S., which might be the first one where the admin key is the same as the last name. Okay. We had an informal staff meeting today in Reddington. We all agreed that providing you with more assistance will expedite our return to work. We feel we've had more than enough vacation. Of course, if you prefer to work independently, please feel free to discard more helpful messages on these boards. All right, nothing crazy new there. Let's get an experiment going. The chapel might not be the natural order. There could be another one order that you find. True, could be. I don't know. That'd be a clue we need to look out for, I guess. But they have numbers under them, so it seems weird to me that they put numbers under angels in one place, but that not be the clue that you need. But it could be the case. Security door. I do want lockpicking skills. Okay, I'm gonna do this. If we get nurse's station, we can infinitely upgrade our lockpicking skills. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna pause the experiment. So we have the option to go infinite lockpicking skill upgrades this time. Although I will say about misleading clues, I did watch that video that somebody posted the other day about the maze. Wow, this kind of sucks. I have 2 doors. Okay. The book, which is the hardest puzzle book ever, and was apparently an inspiration for this game, and the guy who made that also was the guy who did the picture puzzles in the gallery or whatever it's called. And that video talks about how those work, and it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane. It said something about how Herbert changed how he referred to the order later in life, so it makes sense that there might be two. Okay. That might be the case then. If I do breaker box, we can get through the doors. That's good. Do that. Gymnasium off, garage on. Okay, so now we can get through security doors. So if I go back through security, I can ramp up the security level again. All right, let's see if there's anything about nuance in here. I've checked this book out 3 times. I'm just speed reading over to see if there's anything about nuance. Wonder if I've gotten all the upgrade discs yet. 16 total discs have been issued. Oh, I could probably figure out if I've gotten all of them. I don't think I have. No, nothing about nuance in there, I don't think. Didn't see anything. Man, we're gonna dead end pretty quickly if I don't do this. But I kind of just want to get items, right? I mean, I got hammer and shovel. Let's do this. All right, nothing new that we can add. Nope. What happens if I click on this? Nothing happens. Okay. I have tutors, Sir Rand. When did I say that? There it is, boiler room. Okay, now let's see if we can get no, it's actually the door's unlocked. Let's see if we can get the red room, the red thing, with the extra wind-up key, so we can open all the things. This is drawing room 0415. Funeral parlor, that's what I'm trying to say. Drive Studio is there to show you the layout of the Great Hall for the day. Right. Which I don't find super useful, but I guess can be good. Alright, so before we go, check the room. We want to get our extra key. Draft Studio also tells you the date. Oh, it does? Has a calendar, huh? Oh, that's pretty useful, actually. It says a great hall layout for date, and it tells you the day. Okay, that is pretty nice. All right, for our trophy, let's do this. 10. 11 times 3 is 33. Minus 13 is 20. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. Plus 18 is 3. Times 3 is 9. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Squared is 16, I believe. Okay, good. Oh, secret garden key. Okay. You're saying you can use the parlor, wind-up key, and the boiler room. No, I'm thinking about using the parlor wind-up key in the big last dead-end room of the game. Or not dead-end room of the game. The game that says it's over or it's going on forever. I want to open 2 chests in that room and see what happens. I don't know. Are you familiar with that room, Vito? I'm not trying to spoil or anything, but... Bananas. Alright, we can get Secret Garden here, I think. Nice. And I don't know if I can use it there. I just want to use it there to see if it does work. Because when we got the wind-up key, it looked exactly the same as the wind-up key. The funeral parlor wind-up key, I think, looked the same as the one in the whatever, the underground unknown room, whatever it's called. You understand? You just misunderstood at first. Okay, gotcha. I've never tried it, so the first time we went into the underground room, I did the choice. I opened the chest that said it goes on forever, and then nothing happened. So I think maybe we're gonna get a credits cutscene if we open the one that says it ends, and so I want to. Open the middle one that says something like both these statements are true or something like that. Damn, I got no gems. There, we're just going planetarium, which does have free stuff in it. Now it has the chest. If I can get the telescope again, get our final upgrade for this, but losing those steps the other day made me not be able to check my telescope again, which is sad. So sad. What's up, Taters? Your week of vacation starts today. Nice, and you're hanging out with us? Well, glad to have you hanging out with us. Although, you'd hope a week of vacation you like get to, I don't know, go to the beach or something. Is it a staycation? I hope you have a fun week of vacation. That sounds awesome. Sounds like fun. Okay, let's go change the security level up because we have the security doors unlocked now, I believe. Do I have utility room? Yes, I did do utility closet. There's that. If we get nurse's station, we can also get infinite lock-picking skill. That's something to keep an eye on. Well, I'm going to be locked out except foundation if I don't redraw here. Darn, we get locked out either way. Alright, let's go ahead and get this, I guess. Go to the foundation. Continue drafting. I'm still looking for funeral parlor. That's the main thing I'm looking for. So we can go back around through foundation to do that. For now you're at home. You're leaving on a trip tomorrow. Nice. Doing school stuff today for the kids. Last full days of school. Where are you going for vacation? Gunther, your family's heading to Monterey, California this weekend for some cool beach weather. That sounds awesome. Man, I haven't been on a vacation in frickin' forever. I need to go on a trip. I haven't had money for frickin' forever, so. And also going on when you're, you know, just a single dude, it's not nearly as fun as going on vacation as if you have like a family or something to do it with, so definitely need to go do something. That sounds fun. You're going to Kentucky, visiting a bunch of distilleries and other stuff in Lexington. Okay, all right. You always heard they have nice beaches and a bitching aquarium in Monterey, California, huh? Man, California's like my favorite. I grew up in California. My bucket list vacation spot is Hawaii because I've never been there. But my favorite place in the continental US that I've been to is California, since that's where I grew up, just weather-wise. Booze cruise through Bardstown for the bourbon. What's the Bardstown? Does that like have something to do with Shakespeare? Observatory would let me re-roll, but it's a dead end. Okay, let's do this for the star re-rolls in case we need. All right, and we do not touch this one. Don't touch that one. Even though it'd get me a bunch of gems and keys, it'd cost me a bunch of steps. Bardstown, Kentucky is the bourbon capital of the world. Oh, it's the actual name of a town. Oh, okay. Or city, I guess. You did Bardstown your last trip. One of your favorites was the Bardstown Distillery. Okay. Bardstown is Randy's new favorite place because of the name alone. I mean, I do like bards. True, true, true. I should have done this one first here. Do this for the key. And where's my parlor? Alright, so we did Drafting Strategy Volume 4. I don't know if I've ever checked out the fixed stars from this room. I think that's the same book that's in the Observatory, but I don't know if I've ever actually checked it out. So maybe that'll have a nuanced clue in it. Probably not, but, you know, maybe. You used to live in Bardstown, I Watch FTL? Your old factory is there, huh? That's crazy. I'm literally only looking for one thing, and that's funeral parlor. I see a gym. Ah, lovely sauna. Now, if I do draft the ice room, I can now go to the sauna to unfreeze my stuff. We learned about that from a book or something, I think. Let's get our office gym. Office is 0303. Seemed like Scepter is screwing us over. True, it's set to blue. So maybe it is screwing us over at finding that. Who knows? Maybe we get secret passage and do a red draw. I would use all of my gems. I am running double blue. I am probably my own damn fault. I think this might be the room that the guy from, yeah, Christopher Manson. He is the author of the book Maze, and I think he contributed these pictures here. These things that I was so mad about. So, I watched, like I said earlier, I watched the YouTube video that somebody linked that talked about that book, and I don't think I would enjoy that puzzle book. Don't think I would. All right, we have lots of redraws. Let's see if we can get lucky. Chapel. I don't have a color key, do I? No. Prismatic key is what I meant to say. Bam! Got it. Alright. Got our key. Let's go see what we can do. I guess I'll draft a room just... Oh, it's locked. Okay. You linked that, Taters? Nice. I did watch that video yesterday. It's pretty interesting. So, the video in question is a YouTube video a guy did talking about a book called Maze, which was a puzzle book from like the late 1980s or something that maybe inspired a bunch of stuff. Maybe Myst, maybe some D&D puzzles, I don't know. But the book was like the hardest puzzle book ever written. And one of the examples, he gave the solution for one of the puzzles. And the picture was, there's a bunch of stuff on the pictures, and the picture was 4 logs set up in a line with a sun behind it, and you're supposed to figure out from 4 logs and a sun behind it that it's wood in a row, and that's a sun. You're supposed to figure out that that means Woodrow Wilson, but it's missing Will. So Will is the clue, and next to that is a 3 letters, IAM, an arm holding a spear, shaking it, and you're supposed to figure out that that's Shakespeare. IAM is missing Will, like William Shakespeare. So those 2 clues are supposed to tell you that Will is the clue. And it's stuff like that throughout the entire book or something. So, crap, I need to go grab the microchips. So, like, that kind of word pun picture puzzle is what I was raging about in the gallery. And apparently that entire book is that and other puzzles. So I'm pretty sure I would rage quit that book on page 1. So that book certainly was not obtuse like this game's devs managed imagine this shiznizle to be. No, I'm pretty sure that book is even more obtuse than this game is. So, oh, did you link that video again? Yeah, it's pretty fun to watch. I mean, it's probably like watching me play this game. It's fun to watch somebody else try to figure out the puzzles, if you don't mind seeing them screw it up all the time and fail. Because looking at the guy described as like, oh, well, I never would have gotten that, is how I feel when I watch that video. It's like, crap, that's what you're supposed to figure out from 4 pieces of wood and a sun? You're supposed to figure out Woodrow Wilson, but it's missing letters, like a word? It's crazy. It's crazy. The entire book is basically like the gallery room in this game, yeah. All right. I'm quite curious if I can open... If you could ever open all 3 of the chests in this room, I'm going to open the 2 that I didn't open last time and see what happens. I'm going to open the one that says it's the end last, is my plan. If you were Robert Johnson in this game, would it be called Blues Prince? I don't know who Robert Johnson is, so don't know. I'm sure that's a great pun if I knew who that was. There are 2 true boxes in this room, which means this is a false box. So what happens if I open this? I assume it's empty. It's empty. Okay. Last time, we opened this one that says there is no end. If I do this one and have reached the end of our journey, I don't know what happened. So it might be cutscene time. Let's see. There's a book inside of it. Okay. It's like a bad game of charades. You can imagine eventually getting good at that after learning how the artist thinks, but there seems to be a big hurdle to get through before you give up. Yeah. Robert Johnson was an old blues musician. For obvious reasons, you chose not to use B.B. King. See, I don't know the reasons you would have chosen not to use B.B. King, because I do recognize that name. The Blueprints by Mary Matthew Jones. That's our mom, I think. To my son, Simon, in whose eyes I see the world anew. I have to check with this thing, too. There was a blue prince who sat on a blue throne. He had a blue crown made of sapphires and a blue castle made of stone. Blue castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things blue. It's the only true color in my humble view. He couldn't stand the tint of a hallway or a shop. He couldn't stand the shade of trees the green rooms brought. He seldom talked to others, for they rarely shared this view. He never went to town, nor saw the flags they flew. The red flags. I feel like this game is like a political statement about, I don't know, totalitarianism or something. And do you know which game the prince instead would play? The one that made him happy, whenever skies were gray. A game he had played in the house and on the grounds, and maybe you can guess from the clues that we have found. Insert mellow piano, I know, right? Yeah, Simon, F hallways. It was a game full of rooms and the stories that we climb, about a house full of lies and the truth that one prince finds. Man, is this going to be the end of the game and I'm not going to find out what happened to his mom? Because that's super bittersweet if that's the case. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this game is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. Little aspiring for more boyfriend time. Take care of yourselves. Don't give up on looking for somebody for yourself. Okay. Thanks, Halcyon. A game about you and the plans that you made, about a blue prince and his blueprints. The blue game we just played. The true box does not always contain the prize. True box does not always contain the prize. The end. This is a game talking about tribalism. We don't like your red flags over there, yeah. Oh man. What do we learn from that final thing? The true box does not always contain the prize. I wonder if that's the final puzzle that Zach Dog was talking about. There's only one puzzle you know of that I haven't done. I know of at least two because I haven't completed the Dead Ends trophy. Maybe that's not a puzzle. And I haven't finished the 8 Realms, 8 Months, and I haven't finished Inner Sanctum. So there's two that I haven't done at least. I need blue tents. Inner Sanctum. I mean, am I going to just go start guessing for nuance? Does anybody have any clues about or any hints about where I find more information on the nuance rune, or am I just supposed to guess? Because it feels like I can't find any more clues about nuance anywhere. The stamp is green. Okay, so it's not yellow or green, it's green. Great to know. You think I have all the hints that are available. Okay. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna go do that then and brute force it, which I hate to do. It just feels like we didn't get any clues for nuance other than the stamp. And the book that maybe they're militaristic because they helped Orinda Ares fight. That's complete and utter guess. You had to guess. You think I did mention most of the information correctly yesterday for nuance? Most of the line types are the hardest for nuance. History books about nuance will hopefully nudge me in the right direction. I mean, I looked at the history books, and I'm pretty sure the only hint is that nuance is militaristic. That's my... It feels so... I'm gonna say it again. Obtuse, so... Well, I guess we'll find out. He did make it so you have to assume one or two things. Okay. Windy weather for flying blimps. See, I don't know if you're telling me the answer, if that's a guess, but I did windy weather for the one with the sails that are billowing, and that was wrong. So, I don't know. Alright, let me pull up my thing here. Alright, for nuance, all I have is green or yellow, but apparently it's green. We have air travel, because that's obvious. Let me look at the different symbols. Moats. I think it's Marshall from the books that we read. So I think it's that. Dividing lines. Windy or normal, I think, has to be our only option. So we haven't done a windy. If it is windy with no clues for that, and your only clue is that wind is good for dirigibles, I feel like that's terrible, but you know, I guess we just have to assume. The slideshow in the history classroom confirms a few things. You had to guess the weather. All other components have pretty solid evidence. Okay. What does the dirigible transportation ray look like? That one looks like the sun above the horizon. Okay, that one. And the color is green. There's green. Green is sigil borders. Green is those kind of slanty lines. Okay. Did I pass it? Was it that one? Okay, it might have been that one. That didn't look like what I thought it looked like. Is it that? All right. Military and the weather, I feel like we're not very clear, but it's fine. It's fine. Let me, oh, I actually had that drawn in already. Let me write those in. Green. Military and windy. I don't again, it feels like the clues weren't there, but that's apparently what you're supposed to do in games like this, is guess some of the clues from other stuff. In history class, we saw the blimp they donated to the war, so it makes sense they're air and military. Yeah, I guess our only clue about them being military is that they helped Fen Ares in the war, or Rinda Ares or whatever. Now we could try and get the 46 for the 8 Realms puzzle. Yeah, let me read this. By far my favorite realm I visited during this trip, but I have always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Kororika or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I have visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the Eastern Sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. Via airmail. Yeah, to me, nothing gives away that it's windy here. I don't feel like we really got a clue for it being windy, unless this thing over the stamp, but I don't think we saw that anywhere. I don't know. Okay, I've been taking pictures of the shrines. Oh, crap. This computer isn't doing the screenshots like the other one was. Why not? Okay, it did. It just doesn't blink like the other one did. Okay. All right, save as Blueprints Shrine Nuance. All right, we're gonna have a more Jai box over here. Skyscrapers look cool. Dirigible is a war blimp. Okay, I guess I didn't know that. You see the blimp in the victory parade in Classroom Slideshow 2 and has a green flag on top? That's how you figured it out when you solved it. Did you figure out that it's windy from that, or what? Where did you learn that is windy? The note in the clock tower mentions westerly winds. How are we supposed to get that that's nuance from that? Because aren't there a bunch of different... Like, if I look at the map... Costa Rica is the most westerly continent, isn't it? Not. Well, I guess it's west on this side of the... I don't know, that seems thin, but so many of the things seem thin. I mean, I guess it is west of Orinda Aries. I did look at that note. Did I ever do anything with that note? Clock tower note. I don't think I ever did anything with these notes either, right? Like, I feel like there are a couple more things I haven't figured out. Where's that note that you're referencing? I have it somewhere. Ah, where is it? What did I name it? Not this one. No, not that one. Shrines. This? No, not that. I don't know where I put that one. That one note. Yeah, like the attic clue. We have two pictures involving that. I don't remember where the other one is. This one's done. Is it this? No. Westerly winds is definitely a stretch. Yeah, a lot of the clues definitely feel like stretches. Clock tower note, here it is. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westwardly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. I don't know what this is telling me. Is this a clue for something that I've already done? I feel like a lot of the clues that I feel like I haven't done anything with are clues for something I've already done. Did we screenshot all the postcards? No. But I will do that now that I have it all unlocked after I do this. Alright, what does this say? Green tiles were introduced when the ability allowed them to instantly jump across the board, representing the ease with which air travel conveys its cargo. Okay, simple enough. So we need green ones, so we need to turn the oranges green. Which, how do I do that? Does purple move up? Purple moves down, I think. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Did I already screw up? I feel like I already screwed up here. No. I think maybe I can still do this. There, so get the 2 orange guys on the top. No, we need orange between green is what we need to do. There, we want like that. Keep doing this. This is okay. I need to get 2 greens around the oranges, and then so I need to get an orange here if I could, and then the green back there. How do I go about doing that? I get purple above it. If I do that, I get that there. I turn this green. Okay, there's one. And then... there. Bam, there it is. Cool. Okay, so let's screenshot these in order. I'm gonna do them in order from left to... Oh, we got a trophy! That'll get blue tents. The trophy of sigils for unlocking all 8 realm sigils. The trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. Very nice. All right, let's take a picture. I think I took a picture of one of these already, but that should unlock blue tents. 8 realms in 8 months. What am I going to call these? Postcards? Did I already start one postcard? Gotta have too many notes. I feel like I already did this one and I don't know where it is. This? 8 realms in 8 months. Yes, okay, so this one, we're gonna rename this. Blueprints. Postcard. This one is from... Which one is this for? This is Orinda Aries, right? That's considered Orinda Aries or maybe Fen Aries, but it's black, so I think when it's black, it's called Orinda Aries, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to call this Orinda Aries. Postcard, Orinda Aries. Is postcard 1 word or 2 words? I don't even know. Okay, Orinda Aries, so that's that one. And then we'll, after I get pictures of all of them, I think maybe I'm going to have to get to room 46, which might be possible today. I need a lot of steps to make it happen, but it might be actually possible to get into that room and see if this is the puzzle for 8 realms, 8 months. I'm sure it is. Okay, and this one is going to be Fen Aries. Blueprints, postcard, Fen Aries. I'm not going to read them right now. We're going to do read them all in order once we have them all available. Let's see if this will tell us the order that he went on his trip. This is Arch Ares, I believe. Arch Ares, yes. Okay. Blueprints, postcard, Arch Ares. Okay. I think this is the last major puzzle we have, but I might be wrong about that. Maybe there's one more after this. And this is Eraja. Oh, I need to actually take a picture. Blueprints, postcard, Eraja. Okay. Because I think what I'm going to be going by is, I think each of these have a date when they were sent. So that might be the date I need for the order. For the 8 things in 8 months or whatever. This is Mount Ephros. Which one is this? Is this Morajai? This is Cora Rica, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been able to zoom in on this one. Yeah, this doesn't give me much information. But is this Cora Rica? I think this is Cora Rica. Yes, here it is. Mount Ephros, Cora Rica, School of Drafting. There we go. Okay. Alright, blueprints, postcard, Cora Rica. I'm not even sure if I'm spelling that right. I think it's one word, but it's fine. Okay, 3 more of these guys. This one is Morajai, I believe. Should be my favorite one because I think it's like a tropical island one. New. Save as. Prince. Postcard. Morajai. Okay. Morajai. So there's one more in the nuance, right? What's this one? What is this place called? Vera, that's right. Save as, blueprints, postcard, Vera. Okay. I probably don't even try to figure this out until I get into room 46, because I think these are basically our clues for the 8 realms in 8 months thing. So that's nuance. So let's see if we can get into room 46 this day. Blueprints, postcard, nuance. Alright, so we got, let's make sure I have all of them. Blueprints, postcard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we should have all 8 postcards. 8 realms in 8 months. Alright, so how do I want to go about this? I feel like I'm gonna need dining room. We did get secret garden, so if I go to conference room, I'll also be able to get food. So I need to go into secret garden to open the side doors, and then I gotta go up here and try to get in from like this side. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it today, but I'm gonna try. Might be better to just start a new day, but especially since I have no keys. Did we spread keys? I don't even know if I tried that door, so I might be able to continue drafting today. It's weird not only do turtles in this world allow you to ride on them, but they decided that's the most practical way to get around Vera. To ride one of the slowest mammals that exists? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Hey, it's a fantasy world. You can have entire books dedicated to just one random guy solving some puzzles, and that's normal, I guess. So, right, how do I want to go about doing this? Do I want to go foundation? No, that dead ends me. If I need to get up to Secret Garden to open the doors, I think going in through the... I think going back in through entrance hall is the best way to do it. Hey, HDD. Thanks for the streak. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Well, I still find it funny that two completely unrelated games use the same name for a land or a world. Vera is the name of a land here, and I know I've said this a bunch, but the game... Where am I going? Game Ashes of Creation that I talk about all the time, which has been in development for like 6, 7, 8 years. Their world is called Vera, spelled exactly the same. And I don't think there's any connection between the two games, so that just seems completely random to me. Maybe Vera is a D&D thing or something, and they're both D&D fans or something. I don't actually know, but it seems weird to me. Alright, so we got our food. We'll go through the conference room. Do I need any gems? No, what I really need is keys, and there are no keys here. Although I will grab the gems while I'm here, I guess. Okay. Oh, nurse's station. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the lockpicking thing. And I've had the lockpicking thing set up twice, and I've yet to do it. Oh, I already ate the food from Secret Garden? Damn. At least we got gems and money for days. What we do not have for days is keys right now. This is me getting punished for not... Oh crap, I went the wrong way. For not always opening the Secret Garden side doors. We only need the left one because the right one we've already cut off. So I can do this and that's fine. Okay. There's that. And now we need to go back to drafting. And the only place I had to draft from is the parlor. 1, 2, 3, 4... Wow, actually, the only way I have to get through is there through the foundations. So I have to go all the way back around. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see if we have enough steps to get there. And if we can draft the correct things to make it happen. And if I have the keys to even draft with. That's also the other issue. I might have to wait till tomorrow to try to do the... Try to solve the room 46. 8 rooms and 8 lands in 8 months, whatever it was, thing. Good with that. I don't have code check anywhere, do I? No. Do I want to make any item in this room? No. Hopefully I'll get lucky and the kennel will let me unlock doors. Did I do kennel? I did do kennel. Yeah, that's true. We could potentially get lucky that we don't need any more keys, but it's dependent on the rooms we draft and them having dig up places. Man, this has been a very fun playthrough. Even with my whining about obtuse clues, I've very much enjoyed this game. I can see why this is a game of the year for a lot of people, especially people who love puzzle games. This has just been a really interesting and fun playthrough. I do want to get the 20 dead-end rooms today. That's the next thing I want to do, depending on how long it takes me to get the 8 lands in 8 months, whatever thing done. All right. What would suck is if immediately this just is locked. Alright, that's our only option here. I don't know if that'll even let us through. Oh, it does let us through. Okay. Oh, man. What reward? This gives us an allowance reward, doesn't it? I probably should do this again for the 3rd time. Alright, let's see if I can remember these things. One of them, the tail. The tail of the skin. That one's easy. Tail is right here. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Spin. That's sloth, I think. Let's see here. One of these is a letter, right? The first to first begin, place me within a bin with an N within its sin. Okay, so N. I think that one was envy. You won't find my bin in between sin, for I deserve to be in a bin on the end. Okay, so on the end is this one. On the other end over here. This one, I share a trend with my neighbor sin, a letter and its twin appear on each bin. Was that mundanity and avarice? I think that might be this one. Because it has 2 A's and that has 2 N's. And you cannot be far from the fin, which is that, so you have to be there. This is 8 letters for this one. That one. There we go. Allowance token. Beautiful. Okay. Don't be a key. Okay. So we can't do it today. I guess the question is, do I want to keep Royal Scepter? Because Royal Scepter is going to keep getting me blue rooms. And I don't know if I actually want to keep getting blue rooms. I might actually want to camp out in Knot. There. You wonder why there's nails on the 8. It feels like it should mean something, but I haven't figured out any meaning behind it. Well, what is interesting is I'm pretty sure this image is in that book called Maze that I was talking about earlier. And I think maybe in that book, it does have nails. And so maybe it's just a reference to that book. Since this room and gallery are references to that book, I have a feeling it's only like that because of the book. All right, I think I'm gonna lose the scepter. Will it be hard to get the scepter again? All I have to do is go down and get the key and have Blessing of the Monk going with Treasure Room. It wouldn't be too hard. You'd think the pins are to help emphasize in for the room in 8. Well, maybe that's what it is. Do I want to keep getting blue rooms? You get Scepter in normal Treasure Room now? Oh, it does? It's free in Treasure Room forever. Okay, well then I'm definitely gonna call it a day in a red room so I don't keep that. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if we can get to room 46 this next day and figure out this clue here. Corporate Jigsaw of Tomorrow. That's a new one. All right, I have one goal, and that's just to get to room 46. Don't want to try to do it within an hour. Oh, I should have camped out in the room that gives me a key card. Frick, I knew there was some. Although that was a blue room, so it would have made me keep my scepter, which I purposefully didn't want to keep. Okay. Okay, so I don't even need to draft outside anymore. Okay, great. Yeah, well, I'm definitely not going for the hour thing. I'm already going super slow here. Okay. I am curious if there's anything else I can do with Shrine of the Monk. What rooms could be interesting to draft outside? We didn't get it anyway. Wow, this is twice I've gotten Schoolhouse and Hovel, which are not really useful. Take a shovel and pick lock. I should have ended the day yesterday by freaking turning the experiment on to get some lock picking skill too. Ah, jeez. Oh well. I do have 8 trophies, so I should be able to buy blue tents. I don't know how much it'll cost though, so. Yes, a room with a bunch of pins in an 8. That was the clue for room in 8, yeah. You're reminding me how much I did not enjoy those puzzles. 1 hour or 1 day challenge only work on a new file. The 1 hour only works on a new file? Wow, okay. So you have to do it in the first hour of just playing the game at all, huh? That's crazy. Grab my hammer and salt. And we'll also take metal detector. Buy some gems too. Don't know how much money I'll need for the blue tents, but conference room is always nice. Alright, so my goal is just to get into the antechambers, or to get to the room, so we need a way to do that. Let's draft that for now. Oh, there's a gift shop. Alright, I wanted to do treasure trove to get the scepter, but I really want to check this. 400 gold, okay. Blue tents. Tents fit for a prince. Sturdy construction, steel stakes, and scouting rope included. Base size 6 by 8 by 40 high. Dew dry finish, water resistant treatment. A permanent addition to the campsite. Each blue room drafted on the 8th rank will contain a hidden blue memo. Oh, well that's something new. Alright, well we gotta get 400 gold somehow. There were lots of inns in the pick too. There's fin, skin, and something else. Okay. Let's get observatory. This is on rank 3. So it'll take 9 steps away. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one and see what happens. Okay, only 9 steps. Gain 1 key, 1 each gem for each rank reach, then lose 3 steps for each rank reach, then gain. Okay, so we get to gain next time. If I keep doing that. Oh, huh. I could actually do the red crown. Okay, let's do it. Nice. And what does Red Crown do again? If there's not a red room among the first 3 floor plans, you may redraw. Okay, cool. Free redraw, basically. Very nice. What do you say about sex while camping? It's intense. Wow. Well done, well done. The curse mode and dare mode trophies are only in a new save as well. You got to 46 while you were cursed with the effigy, but then you got nothing for the effort. That sucks. Don't have many gear rooms yet, but this blocks me off. That's good. Yeah, let's get our locked trunk. Let's see what's here. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a way into the antechamber. This can help me with... I get security rooms. I don't have to worry about the... key cards anymore. Secret garden can get us in. That's very nice. Lockpicking skills apparently not very good yet. Oof, okay, if I can get some black prints from here. Okay, let's turn on black here. This might just open the antechamber doors we need. I forget which, can you do this from any side? Or is it only from that one side? Okay, I guess maybe it's only from the front where you draft it. Salt on a turnip. If I can get 3 black rooms from here, we could, that would be crazy. We could get all three of the, I guess the 3 bottom doors open, I assume. Darn, no black room. Okay. I'll do Chamber of Mirrors, I guess. Well, that might mess up my pool a bit. Beautiful. There's a black room, so that'll unlock one of the doors. Will it tell me which one? It will. Cool. Before her, the path is revealed. Oh, it shows an angel. That's cool. I guess it's showing Orinda or whatever. That's cool. That's the first time I've actually procced that. Oh, I can do cloister into cloister. Holy crap. Oh, that's crazy. That opened the top. Okay. We already have our way in. That's awesome. Think the room is... I think the throne room is actually coded as a black room even though it's changed to blue. Oh, is it really? If I get it again, I'll try it. See if that works that way. That would be interesting. I guess if I look at it, throne. It doesn't tell you color here, I guess. It's just the border that tells you color, I guess, huh? As far as Crown Scepter go, it is black. You assume the cloister is the same, huh? Well, the cloister was coded as black because it opened a room. I don't know, maybe it's coded as both. Maybe it's coded as both black and green or whatever. Gonna do dining rooms, that's available. Because I want to go from here to see if we get another open thing. We get another black one. This is all colors. So this should work. Does this work? Yeah! Nice! So we almost got all doors unlocked just from drafting black rooms from Cloister of Orinda. That's really cool. And I can go get the... Go get this thing. Oh, and I get a crap ton of money. Oh! It's actually right there. Okay, which color should we go for? Aquarium off that should work too, yeah. Which color do I want? I like green rooms, to be honest, although they are gem expensive. Where can I get money from if I'm looking to get 400 gold? Purple rooms or bedrooms. Orange or stores. We could maybe gamble. Maybe just green because there's so many free items in green rooms. I have an exposed mirror room that I can get to from all sides if I want to now. Nice, nice. Yellow is stores, orange is hallways, actually. I'm gonna go green. I think that might be my best option for just getting free stuff. One thing I'd like to do that I wonder if that does anything for you, like an achievement, would be a day of drafting where you draft only one color the entire day. Like if I had Blessing of the Gardener, I had Banner of the King on green and Royal Scepter on green. I wonder if you could get some achievement for having a house that's all green or something like that. Would be an interesting challenge. You monked a freezer to afford tents. Ah, okay. That's cool. Monked a freezer so you could continuously freeze your money over and over and have a whole bunch of money the next day. That's cool. Gotcha. Have we smashed the piggy? Yeah, I smashed the piggy like on day 12 or something. Way too early, honestly. You take my money, but you also let me keep going, so... Sometimes you have money in here, too. You got a gem. I like me conservatory. I have the king power set to black so I could get another treasure room, too. It's true, because we have mirror and black, I guess. Alright, so... Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna want... Okay, I definitely want Vault on Commonplace. I still haven't done the dead end thing. I don't know if I just want to make Closet rare. To do the dead end thing, I really just need an early observatory with Draxus, right? I feel like that's what I really need. So I am going to put this on rare. I don't want to see that in my normal drafting. This one, I feel like standard's fine. 4 items. Actually, maybe I'm going to go with unusual. I don't want to change my permanent rarity. Just around dead end drafting, so code check, get an experiment going. Let's go code check so I can check something tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it back to there to do that. Still to want to draft Chapel Outside to see if it revives Piggy. Has anyone tried that? Oh, we could try that today, potentially. That sounds cool. I am blocked off right now, aren't I? I haven't found security room yet. I think if I don't re-roll here, we're effed. I'm effed. I actually got shanked today. What a bricked day. This sucks. That's what I get for doing utility closet here. Man, and we even got all the frickin' doors open, and we just got effing wrecked by RNG this time. I think this is the worst part about this game, is the RNG of drafting. It's so frustrating sometimes that stops you from achieving your goals. Observatory with both Draxus and Cross is ideal, so you're drafting both rooms to branch your options and dead ends to put in those branches. Okay. Well, what am I going to check? What's rare? Paper Crown, I guess, actually could be quite useful. Scepter, I can keep if I camp in a green room. What's up, Ninjality? So let's camp in a green room. Call it a day in a green room. and giving us another shot. My only goal right now is to get to room 46. We got really effed there. You can camp an aquarium, you keep any scepter. Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. Mid-sized villa. Come on, come on. Getting into room 46 shouldn't be that hard, man. Alright, so if we can get Blessing of the Monk and get Freezer, that's probably the easiest way to build up 400 gold. We just 4 days in a row freeze our stuff. Damn. Alright, I'll take shelter, I guess. And let's see if we can get an early useful experiment, I guess. Why not? Come on, come on. Permanent law, increase my lock picking. I guess we'll do this. That's probably what gives us the most. Although if I have green, I don't know if I'm gonna get that many fireplace rooms. Actually, green, we're likely to get secret garden. So let's do eat an apple. Do I want to turn my king to green? Did I not? Conservatory is a green room. I had green scepter. Why is my scepter gone? I am so confused. What? Alright, well, I'm gonna turn this on green anyway. I feel like I just got screwed. I feel like I just got bugged somehow. Okay. It's fine. It's really annoying though. That seems pretty BS to be honest, but what you gonna do, I guess. Alright, hope we can get shovel or hammer. Or both. Okay, shovel. Buy all the keys. Buy some gems. Pretty sure I just got shafted there, so that's not cool, man. Alright, can I have hammer? Metal detector's pretty good. Salty turnip, gonna love it. Sure, aquarium. Well, this green is proccing like a lot, so that's cool. Greenhouse could be my way to open, but I need broken lever. I guess I'll draft it. I won't go in there until I get lever, though, probably. Could be lever here. Compass. Okay. Alright, I already have two sides of this open, actually, so I'm gonna do this. I need to go back through the entrance hall to open another one. What's up, Flower? How are you doing? Said I wasn't going to come in here, and then this is the only way I really have to draft things. Do you have hammer in here, perchance? Watering can, okay. So we should have gems for days today. I think people are saying green specifically bugs out sometimes. Really? So it's not just conservatory or something, it's green room with green scepter can just bug out? That's pretty troll. Nice, there's our lever, okay. Okay, so I'll need key card to work to get to that side of the whatchamacallit room. Mirror room. Whoops. Why does it keep... What's happening? Let me use my... The hell? I think green rooms are bugged in general or something. Maybe it's because of the lever that bugged out the watering can. Okay, that's the bottom one. Now can I use watering can? No? Jeez. Okay. There, that works. Where am I going? I'm going... I can go across and then down. Oh yeah, those mods are referencing FTL, by the way. Oh, I could go back over there and hit that switch right now. Man, that's a lot of steps to use for this, but I think it's worth it to get all the doors open. Clicking means, is there a key up above? It probably means there's a key up there or something. What are you clicking on? Oh, it might be something in the closed exhibit room, actually. I have to leave and come back with the watering can. It's annoying. Well, oh, what? Because of the switch? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, good. I was actually hoping I hit security. So if I get utility, I can get through the closed exhibit rooms, which would be very good for us. Oh, did I miss Ninjality coming in? What's up, Ninjality? I don't know if I said hi. If I did say hi already, you get a double hi. Hope you're doing well. I already have experiment going, right? Yes, eating an apple. First action in a room has to be the watering can, and you can't use it immediately in the room you pick it up in. Okay. Well, I guess I was just walking too fast or something then. Alright, passage room is perfect. Passageway is perfect for Chamber of Mirrors. I think this does open everything now. Alright, it's all open. Which means it's all closed up here, right? I think I have to go... wait. This one? I already did. There we go. Okay, so now they're all open. Which is that blocked me off up top. Yes, it does. So I need to... This room is always a little weird. If I do those two... Want to be able to move around or no? I think so. You can get some of them. This one. Do I want an extra funeral parlor? It would help me get my... Potentially help me get my trophy for the parlor games one. You think watering can only triggers when you first step into a green room, and then if you do something else instead, the trigger goes away. Kind of annoying how finicky it is. It is really annoying, yes. Okay, so that's those two. So I want the other sides to go up. Or come down, I guess, such is the case. There. Oh crap, can I not get in here now? I'm gonna have to do these one at a time, aren't I? That's annoying. Okay. I didn't miss you, everything is fine. Even if you did, I don't mind. Well, I gotta say hi if people say hi to me. Gymnasium? I don't think I want an extra gymnasium. I think I'm good with no extra gymnasiums. Thanks for asking, though. Wrong one. There it is. But I do need a way to get through there, so I think it's maybe this one. Oh, this is so annoying. Where do I need to get to? I need to get up there. Which means... There, that should work. The problem is now I can't get to the elevator. Jesus. Oh man, this is such an annoying room. There it is. Okay, so that one goes up. I need one of these two to go down, which is here. There it is. That should let me get that. And all that work for a key. Probably worth it, but 2 minutes of my life I'll never get back, I guess. Okay, let me now make this room. There. More easily accessible. Okay, so I'm not going to close exhibit yet because I don't have a utility room to have it unlocked yet. Do I have secret garden key? No, that was the last run I did. Get the dice. We should have a crap ton of gems, but I'll grab this one anyway. Okay, so we have the bottom door open. We have the bottom door of the antechamber. So all I need to do is get up to the antechamber. And I should be able to achieve my goal for the day, hopefully. Oh, I don't have hammer. Crap, for some reason I thought I had hammer. Alright, well we spent a key to get a key, it's fine. I get paper crown if I wanted to. Yeah, it's a free reroll when we don't get a red. It's not bad. Conference room is nice. kind of need utility room. Locked trunk. Wait, I don't have a hammer. I keep thinking I have a hammer. I'm so used to having hammer every time. What's up, Grima? Am I the prince now? I am the blue prince. The bluiest of all princes. I don't know if I want to use my keys for this yet. Oh, I will wait and hope I find a hammer somewhere. Alright, give me a hammer, Courtyard, please. Please, may I have a hammer? Dang it. Rolls out the guillotine. What, are you gonna off with my head? Because I'm the king? Or the prince? Or is that because as the prince I can chop other people's heads off? Either way. It's dark. It's dark that you immediately go to a friggin' guillotine. Alright, here we go. Now we can get through locked doors. Very nice. So close exhibit now that I can get through that door. And also we can now go through the foundation. Boop, 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 boop. It's good to have a hammer in it, I think. Does this room have a hammer? I thought it could, maybe not. You don't really need to be a prince to be able to chop people's heads off. There are other professions capable of that feat. Okay. Not sure why we're so pro head chopping off in this stream, but no, you do you, chat. You do you. Alright. We're almost to antechamber. And then I will have to go open the door. This will be a lock-picking skill. Nice. This world does have a history of overthrowing royalty. That's true. It's true. And these are not what I'm looking for here. Alright, that'll get me inside. I want to get down to the foundation, because otherwise it's going to be a long trip. Alright, we have redraws because classroom is OP. Come on, give me what I want. Perfect! Perfect, perfect. Alright, so we can get in there. We can get down to foundation. I can go open the door. I could maybe go around. Let's do a redraw, see what we get. Beautiful. Even get some steps from it too. Chat is a reflection of your soul, so you know who to address that question to. I refuse to believe that it's my love of head chopping or slavery that makes you all talk about those things all the time. Definitely not me. Definitely not me. Ignore all the times we've killed slaves or made them work for us in FTL. Birds of a feather flock together. Refuse all you want. Methinks the boy doth protest too much, huh? Alright. I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know how long it's gonna take to figure out this puzzle we're about to work on, but I'm gonna go open room 46. We're gonna go into room 46, and we're gonna take our first break because it probably won't be that hard to figure out, but it's break time, and it might take a little bit of time to figure out the order of the 8 realms in 8 months thing puzzle. So we'll take our break right before we do that. I feel like there should be something with this moon and that missing circle there. Like, I don't know if that means something. It feels like a gem should be slotted into that circle. I guess once we finish the game, or finish the main puzzles, maybe we can have a discussion about what we think maybe the dev might add in a DLC or something, because it feels like there's a lot of stuff that's set up that I'm not sure if the payoff is in the game yet. Like, I'm really hoping I find out what happens to our mom, Mary Jones or whatever. But it's feeling less and less like I'm gonna find that out. Unless this puzzle, the 8 realms in 8 months, gives us information or clues towards something we can pursue. Alright, so where we going? Just gotta go through the kitchen and up here. I'm gonna get steps here. That should be plenty for now. She disappeared for a reason. Yeah. Oh, there's something in there I missed. So we've had a couple clues. When we got the admin archive access, it was 3 dudes talking to each other that were very shady. I think they were her accomplices in stealing the crown. But one of them said, I'll make her body disappear. You don't have to worry about it. And that's like, what, they killed her? I don't know. I don't know yet if they killed her or what, so. All right, 8 realms in 8 months. We have clues for this. Stealing the royal crown seems an offense punishable by death. Yeah, but we don't know if the people who stole it died or not. All we know is that she disappeared, and we've seen a bunch of passports. So, like, she was planning on leaving the country. So I'm hoping she's just escaped in disguise somewhere, but I don't know yet. We're gonna do this after our break. So GG Cookie Time. We did find the Blueprints book. We're gonna try to do this 8 realms in 8 months puzzle afterwards and see what this reveals. I think it might be another safe that I'll probably have to figure out how to crack it. But we'll do that after the break. Y'all enjoy Chair or Ad Time, and when we come back, that's what we'll do. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.